Hey everybody, getting everybody on here. National Poetry Day, day 8. Gonna read some poems from the book Winged Words, A Rhythmic Walk in the Wings. A Rhythmic Walk in the Wind. This one's A Rhythmic Walk in the Woods. Fun fact about both books, you see their faces, you open them up and you open this one up and you get the full wolf. Like that. This one, you open it up, you get the full bird. Like that, A Rhythmic Walk in the Wind. Is that a, yes, that is a Last Dragon t-shirt that Skeleton is wearing. Do you always wear glasses? Sometimes I wear glasses. Are you pretending to be reading comments and it's not really a live? Yes, I'm making all this up. This isn't a live. I'm just being an asshole. I was talking to a friend about grief and how much it sucks, and I thought I would read. Each one of these books has a chapter in it on grief, and this chapter on grief in this book is called 12,561 Days in the Desert. If you read any of my stuff, you see that I refer to walking in grief as like it's being like in the desert. And that number, 12,561, it's the exact number of days that my sister Tessa was on this planet. And the opening of this chapter is, grief has become a part of my daily routine. I don't even have to schedule this beast. It randomly pencils itself in. Some of these poems are short, like the first one. So many is what it's called. So many days I try to exhale the pain and whisper your name. Oh, Tessa, I miss you so much. This one is called Clothes. Some clothes have experienced such deep, dark, stained pain you could never smudge it away with an entire field of sage. It becomes part of the fibers. You couldn't peel it off with gallons of boiling holy water and an ice scraper. You just have to burn them. Lost territory. Every day without them is new territory. When you lose a person who you would have... All right, rewind. Every day without them is new territory. When you lose a person who would have been the kind of person you would have turned to in this kind of pain, you're at a new level of loss, a new level of pain, all new territory. When you lose someone you would have shouldered this type of life with, it means you are now engaged in a whole new level of personal tragedy. Every day without them is new territory. The longing and reaching for them, the needing of them, their ears, their hearts, their smiles, their presence, their availability, their shoulders, no longer there. So many people don't understand this desert. Too many do. Yeah, that one sucks. When the person, the human you lost would have been someone you would have turned to grieve with or help you through this, and that's the person you're grieving. That's brutal. This one's called Choking God. Lean on God, they say, but no one says there will be days you wish you could choke him, so I will. There are days I wish I could put my hands around God's neck and choke him like a man. I would want to look God into his eyes and know I'm responsible for his pain. I have this thought on the days I hold him responsible for mine. I don't do it every day, but there are days I want to choke God. Some people would call this blasphemy, but only people who haven't lived in reality, only by people who are offended by honesty. We can't be friends. There's so little room for lying and grief because you have such limited energy. These poems I wrote within the first couple of years after losing her, so they're very, very honest about the way I feel. Some days still do. This one's called Broken Man in the Mirror. Broken man in the mirror. Mirror is broken or breaking. I am broken or breaking. Scattered slivers and shards everywhere of what I used to be or could have been or should have been or should be. Seeing they will never come back. Seeing versions of myself never coming back. An image that won't bounce back. No reflection, no direction. Fuck this mirror. Fuck that man. I will be someone different than a mirrorless man. I think about this one a lot still. Like I think about this with a lot of people that I've lost, about what are they doing? Like what are they up to? When I think about them, like what are they doing? This is called What Are You Doing? What are you doing today? Where are you? Now that you're not here like you used to be, here like I'm used to you being. I know you're somewhere, but where? And what are you doing? Can you see us? Can you hear us? Is time slow there? Is there still time there? Where is there? Do they let you know when we will see each other again? Some of these I don't feel like reading. The hole in my soul. Life shows up with its shovel. It's only a matter of time before it starts to dig. I didn't know they made holes this big. I didn't know they would try to cram so many inside me. I feel like I've met my quota for one trip. Seeing other people who have also exceeded their loss quota doesn't ease my pain, but it does keep me from going insane. Something about knowing that other people understand and then feeling bad that they understand at the same time. A soul concussion. I don't know, some people call it grief brain. I felt like grief sometimes feels like a concussion if you've ever had a concussion. Soul concussion. I feel like this fog of loss has me confused. I believe I keep reliving the same day. I feel like I keep having the same conversations. I have such a hard time paying attention. I can't bring myself to invest in expectations. I have no idea what to expect anymore. I'm so dizzy with disbelief I don't feel like I can catch my balance. I feel like I can't pin down my thoughts or stop the buzzing in my body. It's like a concussion to my soul. Everyone seems to carry on. My old life is as gone as she is, permanently never coming home. Everything is now in slow motion, but can't move slow enough for me to catch up. Inside me, the tidal waves crash against the front of my skull and slam against the basement of my heart. I am flooded. I'm still waiting for the water to settle. Still trying to figure out how to live with this concussion to my soul. No lifeguards on duty. There is no lifeguard on duty. I'm swimming in uncharted waters. I'm like a young kid pretending to know how to swim in the deep end. Forced smile on the surface, but below my legs are frantically kicking, trying to stay afloat. Feels like I'm not moving any closer to anywhere or anything, swimming in an edgeless pool. Doesn't appear to be anything to hold on to. When is the 10-minute break coming, like the ones they used to make us take? They used to have everyone climb out of the pool for 10 minutes to catch our breath. I used to hate those breaks as a kid. Other than her being here, it's all I seem to wish for anymore. Could I get a 10-minute break from this? And this one I wrote after some guy, I didn't even know him. It was weird. It was at a poetry thing and he was trying to teach me about grief. And I asked him straight up, I said, have you ever lost anybody close to you that you really care about? And have you ever lost anybody tragically? Because it doesn't sound like you have. Because he was giving me the worst advice. Like, and I told him, I was like, you don't belong in here. You don't belong in my grief. You don't belong in this desert, because what you're talking about doesn't work in here. You hope that it does. You hope that what you're saying would work here because you've never been in here. But if you come in here, if you experience it, if you lose someone at this level, you will see that what you're saying is bullshit. And I wrote this about people like him. Desert intruders deserve it. I've heard people say about their loss, I wouldn't wish this pain on my worst enemy. I do. I wish it on my enemies, my best friend, and you. I wish it on everyone, especially the ones who have never walked this desert, but think their cleverness is so broad it has no boundaries. For 5 minutes, I wish you could take it all in. Breathe it in deep and tell me what you see. Tell me how it feels. Then tell me that wisdom of yours again. Tell me if you still believe it. I wouldn't sentence you to a lifetime of this, but for 5 minutes, I wish you could have it. I have received so much unsolicited advice on life since losing my sister. I want to know if insight changes with perception. I know it does, because I was once this fool. If you've never walked this desert, don't be so arrogant to pretend you or your medicine belong in here. Could God be as sad as me? It was a thought I played with like a kitten does a new toy. Could God be as sad as I am? I pawed it for a couple days, and one day it sunk in past my brain and into my chest. It sunk so deep it pushed against tear ducts that couldn't stop storming. Could God be as sad as I am? Could God be even more sad than I am? After all, my sister was his creation. He knew her before I did, knew her better than any of us. I lost my sister, and he lost one of his masterpieces. I've been so angry at him because I had seen him work so many miracles over the years, I couldn't comprehend why he wouldn't step in this time and save her. And then I thought maybe it's not that he wouldn't, maybe he couldn't. Maybe the way I think and hope things work aren't the way things work. I was overtaken by the thought that his grief was my grief, that he was sad knowing I was sad, and that I completely lost it. Then I completely lost it. What if his sadness is a cavern cut even deeper than mine? He's off the hook in my book, until I hear otherwise. I should have done more than cut him some slack. I should have reached out and asked God how he was doing. Let's just do one more. This grief grocery list. Go to grocery stores less often. Take walks in the woods. Take baths. Find ways to laugh. Say fuck as much as you want. You'll fuck with the windows rolled up. Do whatever makes you feel loved. Take more walks in the woods. Take more baths. Find more ways to laugh. Say fuck as much as you want with the windows rolled down. Get a massage, clean out the garage, or don't ever clean it again. Do whatever makes you feel safe. Shave a beard, grow a beard, get a tattoo, walk around and let animals out at the zoo. Sit on a bench and share some strawberry ice cream with an orangutan. Keep an extra napkin to wipe his chin for him. Take the time to take your time. A couple times a day, rub your arms and whisper, it's gonna be okay. It's not okay, but you're gonna be fine. My friend Rick told me, you're not double parked in this pain, so try not to rush yourself anymore. Take less trips to the grocery store. Make lists, make fists, embrace the anger and the fits. Don't run from the rage. Be pissed, stare at it, spit at it, cuss at it, and use it. Remember, you're not alone in it. Buy a birthday cake when it's not your birthday. Fill it with a fucking ridiculous amount of candles and make a wish. Look up what Joseph Campbell said about following your bliss, and follow yours and follow it for yourself and for the ones you miss. Go to the grocery store less often. Take unlimited walks in the woods. Take unlimited baths. Find uninhibited ways to laugh. Sprinkle the word fuck throughout your day like throwing candy at a parade. Do whatever makes you feel less alone. You're not alone. Take a walk in the woods. Find a beautiful tree. Put your hands on her and tell her anything. Tell her everything. So all you want to say, and say it exactly the way you want to say it. She won't judge you for anything. She will love you through everything. She won't charge you a copay. Her schedule is never full. She has more than an hour to spend with you if you want it. And she has the words and wisdom not written in books. She is there for you. She has air for you. Leave a piece of your pain with her and take a piece of her peace with you. Excuse me. I don't feel like, excuse me, ending on grief poems. Because if you're grieving, then you're already sad as shit, and then we just touched that wound. So let's end on some other stuff. I will show you this. This is, there's two places I write in my house. I always write at kitchen tables, and I always have like a little space that has like tons of stuff surrounding me that is encouraging to me. And I keep pictures of my sister all around me and behind me. I've printed off pictures of text messages that she sent me. This one she sent me and said, I've been meaning to send you this. Expression heals depression. I've got like a whole table of stuff just for her over there. And then I got, I'm actually sitting in her chair. This is her work chair, the last job that she had. And then her favorite color is green. Her eyes are green. This green chair, it's empty. It sits next to me while I work. That's for her. Let's do a poem. Maybe, you have anything funny, Trav? Holy shit, like, I mean, come on, man. Okay, let's do two. Let's do this one, just because this one's funny to me. It's titled, Did Lincoln Masturbate? Abraham Lincoln, did Lincoln masturbate? It's an honest question. I read about his hardships, I read about his accomplishments. He had a very long list, but did he ever lay on quilts in log cabins masturbating the day away? I think we need to know. I think we need to know these details of other people's lives. Not just the daytime work. I need to know about the nights. I need to know what people do with their shadows in the shadows. I need to know not because I want to be like them, but I need to know how to pace myself. I need help accepting myself. I see all the highlight reels, all the rise and grind, wringing out every drop of the time, the relentless pursuit of everything, the exhausting push through the pain, the standing without umbrellas in the cold rain. And I want to do good things too. I want to accomplish worthy things and still find time to sing. I'm also aware that the comparison and the expectations are wearing me down. Let's be honest, Abe. How many times a day should a healthy person masturbate? Questions you don't ask in history class, but we should. We'll end on this one. It's the last poem in the book, last page of the book. Lean into the breeze. I watched the dove open up to the storm and ride it like a tidal wave. Her soft gray wings rode the sharp wind over the highway. She was flying sideways, but she wasn't flying. I think she was gliding. Birds can't fly sideways, but when they open up to the wind, they can. How did the breeze know where the dove needed to go? Was this giving up or letting go? Was the dove or the storm in control? I wondered if she was worried about it, or if she saw the storm and said, fuck it. This time we ride it. When the storms come and your wings get tired, lean into the breeze. Travel well. Thanks for taking a rhythmic walk in the wind with me. The book's called Winged Words. If you want more of those poems, they're on Amazon, the book is, or we can keep going through this whole month together like that. But appreciate you letting me express my pain and my grief. And if you're grieving and in pain, I got nothing but love for you. Keep going. Take care.